Good morning, everyone. My name is Raghav, and today we will be discussing about map and flat map operators in Kotlin. So, we might have worked with collections in Kotlin while working on our projects. So, in collections, sometimes we might have to do some operations to modify it according to our requirements using certain conditions. For example, let's say we only want to get a list of car names from a list of cars, or maybe if we have two lists of cars and bikes, then we need a single list with all the data from car and bikes list. So we would start performing a certain set of iterations to achieve this outcome. So in this video we are going to talk about two kind of transformations that we can use on collections in Kotlin. So first one is map operator and second is flat map operator. So let's discuss map operator first. So map operator basically returns a list containing the results of applying the certain set of transformations to each element in the original collection. So it basically means that we can modify the list according to our requirements. To understand it better, let's consider an example. Let's say we have a list of integers and we want another list of integers with the elements being the square of numbers into our original list. Traditionally, we can perform these actions using for each loop like this. So here we have created a mutable list, and while iterating in the numbers list, we add the square of each item to the squared numbers list. And when we print this, it will print something like this. So as you can see, the square of each number has been printed. That is 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. But to do this, we had to write out 5 lines of code. In Kotlin, we can do this same operation using map operator in very simple process. So let me show how to do that. So again, we have taken a list of 5 numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we have created a list of squared numbers and we added items to it from the number list by adding some transformations to it by using map operator. So map basically helps us to perform certain transformations to each and every element of the list, and it returns a list of newly transformed data. So when we print the above squared numbers list, it will print 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. So this is the same output as the above, but with less lines of code. So basically, the map can be used on collections in Kotlin, which help us to put some transformation to each and every element of the collection and return a new collection. So that's all about map operator. Now let's discuss flat map operator in detail. So in general terms, flat map is used to combine two different collections and return as a single collection. So to understand it better, let's consider an example. Let's say we have a data class and we have two different collections, one of car and other of bike. So first we have this data class which has three variables, that is name, model and manufacturer. Now we will have two different collections, one of a car and other of a bike. So first we have a car like this in which we have defined name, model and manufacturer for three different cars. So first one is Swift, second is Eltros, and third is Verna. And in a similar way, we will have the list of bikes as well. So for this example, we will create a motor vehicle data class for two bikes. First one is R15 and second is Gixxer. So both are the collections of motor vehicle and they have a different set of values. Like one is for car and other one is for bikes. So what we want to do is we want to return is at a single list as the type of motor vehicle. So the traditional ways to do is that first we will create a new mutable list and then we will add all the cars and bikes into it. So this will merge both the collections into one and print the following output once we run the main function. So as you can see, both the lists has been combined into a single list. We have all the three cars and all the two bikes in a single list now. So this is the traditional way to merge two lists. But we can also perform this using flatmap. Like let's say we have a collection of both the lists of cars and bike like this. So here vehicles are a list of cars and bikes and we want to merge all the elements from cars and bikes to one list. So we can do it like this using flatmap operator. And when we print the above code, it will print the same output. So I will show you by running the main function. So as you can see, again the list of cars and bikes have been merged, and we don't have to create a new mutable list for the same. So we have done it using flatmap operator. So this is the benefit of flatmap operator. So all the lists has been combined into one. So now I will show you how to use map and flatmap operator together. So let's say we want a list of only manufacturers from the list. So we can get the output by using both the map and flatmap transformations together, like this. Here, what we did was first we merged all the items of vehicles into one list using flatmap, and then we mapped out only the manufacturers from the combined list using map transformations. So once we run this function, it will print all the manufacturers' name of the list: Maruti, Tata, Hyundai, Yamaha, and Suzuki. So in conclusion, flatmap is used to combine all the items of list into one list, whereas map operator is used to transform a list based on certain conditions. Now let's consider a real-time example. So in this example, we are getting a list of Marvel characters from an API. So once we run the application, uh, so we can see that uh, after fetching the data, we are getting the list of Marvel characters. So this is something which we are getting without the use of map operator for now. So now let's implement map operator here to modify the list. So as you can see here, we have used the map operator now, and we have replaced the name of Marvel character by the name of Marvel character. So now once we run the application, so we will be able to see that name of the each Marvel character is been replaced. So as you can see, this is how map operator works practically. So in the similar way, we can modify the list as per our need. So now let's consider the flat map operator practical example. So initially we were getting the list of Marvel characters from an API, but now let's create one sample model character locally. So with ID 1, and the name of the character I have put is flatmap character. So now we will combine both the lists using flatmap operator. So model character list is which we have taken the list locally, and result dot data is coming from the backend. So now we have set the value by using the flat map operator, which will combine both the lists. So now once we run the application, we will see that both the lists are combined and we are getting the flat map character as well in the list. As you can see, the first character is flat map character. So in this way, flat map operator can be used. Now we will start the unit testing of map operator. So as previously we have transformed the list using map operator and replaced the name of each marvel character as marvel character. So now I will return the test case related to the same. So here the actual response I have replaced with the name as marvel character. And then I have done the assertion whether the actual response and the expected response is same or not. So once we run this test case, so we will see that the actual and the expected response matches and hence the test result passes. So as you can see, map operator works perfectly fine here. So now I will try to show you again with the response before using map operator. So if I use the same name before transformation and run this test case, so we will be able to see that the test case will not pass because we are transforming the list using map operator, but our actual response is same as the response which is being used before map operator. So as you can see, assertion fails here. So again, if I'll replace the name of the character as marble character, which is the same as we are using map operator, and run the test case, it will pass. So that's all we will discuss about map and flat map operators. Thank you so much.